Alright, today we're going to change the fuel filter in my 2018 Duramax, which is the L5P Duramax. This is the fuel filter it takes. You're going to need a 36 millimeter socket and something to attach to it to get it off, and something for the fuel to drain into. And the fuel filter is right by where the fuel tank is, up underneath. It is right here. There is a drain on the bottom of the fuel filter housing to drain water out of, which I believe also will drain fuel, but I've never done it. But it might make it a lot easier to do, so you don't take a bath. That's how the filter comes out. That's 12,000 miles on this filter. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. That's what the filter looks like. I believe it has like 30% left on the oil life indicator in the truck, but I change it every other oil change, about 12,000 miles. This O-ring on the housing, the filter housing, comes off and gets replaced. It comes with the fuel filter cartridge. there is a little O-ring up here on this nozzle that also gets replaced. And that also comes with the new fuel filter. Alright, here's this little O-ring. It's gonna go back up here. Not too bad. This cartridge only goes in one way. If you forget how the other one went, it's pretty self-explanatory if you look at it in the bottom, and it just gets pressed in there. I don't think you guys can see me over here, but I can't really move the camera. But I'm just putting the other O-ring on the filter housing. And now we can put this back on. Stop with this dripping. Oh, let's see. I think it says on the cover this takes 25 foot-pounds of torque. But I like to just do it until this top part is completely sealed and that O-ring kind of disappears up there. I've never had one leak. But I wouldn't do too much because it's just plastic. So I don't know if you guys can see that O-ring's disappeared up in there. And that housing is pretty much all sealed up. And that starts to get a little difficult to go, and that's as far as I'm gonna go. Hopefully the socket will come off. There we go. See if I can just clean it up. That way we can see if there's any leaks once we get the truck going. Here. So that, there it is, the center part there comes out, and that's to drain water or possibly fuel. but I don't ever drain the fuel. Maybe next time I will when I change the filter. So that's a better look of that. And I don't know if you guys can see up there, the housing is back nice and tight together up there. It says on the cover, where is it? It says, I don't even know what that means. 2 plus 0.5 Nm. Not sure how much that is. So it's probably not 25 foot-pounds, but I wouldn't overdo it on this. Now I'm going to set you guys up to watch. After you do this, you have to prime it to get the air out of the system. And this is a self-priming system, so you just have to put this all back together, turn the ignition on, and let the, I think, lift pump fuel through it, and it'll bleed itself. And then you run the truck and make sure that there isn't air in the system. If the truck runs good, you're good to go. I'll set you guys up here again, hopefully. Let's see. Stay there. Sorry guys, having camera difficulties here. Alright, so I'm going to go turn the ignition on in the truck, and you'll hear the lift pump kick on. And after about 30 seconds, I'll start it. Alright, so you can hear the lift pump is kicking on. Ugh. And we're checking to make sure nothing's leaking. You can hear all the fuel moving around. And I think it's ready to start. I'll go start it. Alright, there doesn't seem to be any leaks. We'll let the truck run for a few minutes. You can hear the pump running here in the tank. It's pretty loud, but you probably can't hear it over the rest of the truck. So that's all there is to it. Cool. Alright guys, we are going to reset the fuel filter life. And then we're done. Oh, another way. And that's all there is to it. If you try to do that while the truck is running, it won't reset to 100% for a few times. It will do it eventually, but not. It'll take a while. So it's easier to do it if you just have the key on. And that's all. I hope this helps somebody.